Oh, hey guys, what's up? Yeah, so we have a couple things to talk about in this game. But before that, can I just vent at you about something that's really important to me? I believe that my local market has one job only, and that is to constantly supply me with Coke Zero at any moment's notice, right? Right. So I went there yesterday, and sadly, there was none in stock, and it like boggled my mind because this is a pretty large market, and their stock is usually pretty substantial. But I had to end up going with something else, and anybody who's been hanging out with me for a while should know that my number one go-to over the last couple years was Dr. Pepper 10. But then I guess for some reason somebody like lost sight of how important those 10 calories were, and they made Dr. Pepper 0, and oh man, it just doesn't hit the same notes. So that was kind of like a reality that I had to get used to, and so I just went all in on my Coke Zero appreciation. So that's what I've been doing for a while. So in the market with no Coke Zero, I had to make a decision. And it was like, do I go with Dr. Pepper 0, which I know that I'm not a big fan of, or do I go with like this weird Dr. Pepper, like berry, what's it called? Like dark berry soda like thing that's associated with dinosaurs. And of course, yeah, I was like, yeah, I guess I should go with the dinosaur one because it's limited edition. And I've never tried it. And I know that I don't love Dr. Pepper 0 the way that I love Dr. Pepper 10. So let's give this dark berry a try. Well, I should have gone with my first instinct with it. Anything that is associated with like carnivorous dinosaurs, Jurassic Parkish, should like really like not be something that you should aim for if it's a food thing, right? I remember over the summer seeing Jurassic Park pairing with, I don't know, I feel like it was Carl's Jr., which, I don't know, I don't want to deal with a defamation lawsuit over this, but if it wasn't Carl's Jr., I apologize right now. But it was like showing dinosaurs running amok and people running and screaming and stuff, and then it was like, you know, our new limited edition burger or something like that. I'm sorry. Doesn't put me in the mood for ground meat, personally. And then even this, dark berry, why would I want that when there's a bunch of Metasauruses staring at me from the box? It just seems pretty gross for a drink, to be honest. So I'd like to maybe shout out to all you marketing experts for Jurassic Park and dinosaurs in general. I don't know. Do dinosaurs, have they been dead long enough that they don't have a marketing crew anymore? I don't know. But in any case, they should be told, stop marketing with food because it just grosses me out. I mean, one cool thing on these cans that I've noticed as I'm staring at it is that they each have like a dinosaur. So I guess like a picture of a dinosaur. So you're supposed to like collect them all, I guess. This one has Pyroraptor, which I guess is the raptor that's not only learned how to open doors but can also light matches. So Pyroraptor is on my Dr. Pepper 0 sugar can edition, and I don't think I'm gonna save it. I'm not really gonna save it like I did my collection for Star Wars Episode 1. That's right, I used to have a Coke can collection or whatever. Again, defamation lawsuit, but it was some sort of a soda brand collection that was based off of the soda brand, sorry, and then it was featuring Star Wars Episode 1 and had a bunch of pictures and all of them, and so I collected them. I did do like this massive collection. I collected the sodas, and some of them I drank, but then others I was like, no, let's just keep this intact. Well, I will say, after a couple years, they start to disintegrate, and leak and get super, super gross. And I noticed like them, it was like weird goo dripping off my bookshelf. So unfortunately that collection, which could probably make me like, I'm guessing like $78,000 right now. I think it had to get trashed because it was just too gross. Anyway, so why are we not talking about the game yet? I don't know. It happens. So let's go into, where are we going? Summon screen. I'm still getting used to using my iPad on these videos. It's really strange. All right, so cool to pool. If that's what you're here for. Hopefully, actually, if you were here for that, you've probably left by now. So if you're still here and you want to talk about these cards, then let's do it. All right, so the featured new vision card this week is The Other Me, a UR vision card, which features in FFBE art our good friend Dark Fina and her other self, Fina, I guess. So that's a vision card that's out there if you want it. Unfortunately, which I noticed, and I was actually super, super annoyed about it. Well, I wasn't annoyed about it, but Rydia was super annoyed by it because Rydia, who may or may not be my alt account, is like working on kind of like maybe building some light and dark synergy stuffs. And so she was excited about this card. And then I thought that there would maybe be, or Rydia thought that there might be some awesome banner to get this card with that 2K paid viz, which they've done in the past for VCs. And apparently, like between this card and the last card with all that yummy fruit with, I don't know, Helena in them, the Blackthorns fruit, they did not want to put that 2K paid viz option in there, which I'm not like running around spending money left and right, but I just thought it was sad that option wasn't there because I kind of think it would be, and I was excited for it because I had actually saved up a little bit of paid viz on Rydia. So enough about my sad state of affairs, and let's talk about this vision card because that's really what you want to hear, right? You want to hear from me? Is it cool? You're totally here for that, right? Because I know you just hang on to every word that I say. All right, so vision card details. Party ability will be Dark Unit Magic up 50%, Dark Unit Dexterity up 18%, and Dark Unit Missile Attack Resistance up 20%. And of course, this is at max level. Don't think you're going to get it if you don't max it out, all right? Limited bestowed effects will be Area Attack Resistance up 10, Spirit Piercing Rate up 10, and let's double check, but I believe this will be on a Dark Unit. Yup. I just knew it. All right, limited bestowed effects. If I think this is like on Dark Fina, Magic up 20%, Attack Ability Activation Time Reduction 100. Let's double check. Yep, Dark Fina. Knew it. All right, and then Magic up 20%, Agility up 5% for probably. Let's look. Fina? Yes. All right, so self, other self, and all the selves will get a little something if you put this on them. Let's go see the story behind this. Fina and Dark Fina, for both of them, their counterpart is an irreplaceable other self. Though they are the spitting image, Though they are the spitting image of each other, their personalities are exact opposites. One pure and innocent, the other fierce and alluring. I can relate. However, all who have come into contact with them agree that they share the same characteristic consideration for others. The Finas are resolute in watching over their beloved companions, and they war in the world through which they journeyed together. Cool. So, yeah. They love each other, they love the world, they're loving their companions, and they're just here to give you as much power as you could possibly need. Is this vision card cool to pull? Yeah. I mean, it's cool to pull if you have a dark magic team in mind. I think like there's that nice throwback element to FFBE that is like a heavy nostalgia kicker for hitter or whatever, abuser, I don't know, like hit kick, I don't know, puncher. Anyway, that's there for you if you are into that, just because you like to collect things and like to look at FFB nostalgia, or you could apply this, yes, to your dark team, or I don't know, it's kind of strange. I always find that the cards that like throw a bone to like somebody featured, like a very small bone, like I don't know why you would put this on Fina, that would be very strange, but hey, I mean, like the whoever you think is the other Fina, but I was thinking the light Fina. So that's that. Moving on. Rain features summon. He's here this week on a summon, which probably is because you can get his sword, Crimson Saber, Great Sword, sorry, in Tower this week. Tower's hideous event if you didn't know already, but now you know. I just told you, and you can go in there and you can get his Crimson Saber, and if you already had it, this is a chance to get another recipe and go ahead and plus six it. Gotta find a nice way to say that. Anyway, so that's something you can do if you want, like if you want to put a bunch into Rain, and he's a decent, well, let's be honest, fire doesn't have a lot going for them. So as far as fire goes, yes, he is a very good magic tank. He always has been. He's kind of fallen off a little bit because we have a lot of other tanks now. We've got Celeste. We have even, Charlotte. Charlotte's a little older, but she's still holding strong. And of course, Fravia. So we have other magic tanks. He still does the job, like especially in your PvE fire team. So he's, he's pretty good. I'm sorry, there's nothing to look at here. So, stats or something. I don't know. There you go. Let's watch a video. There you go. Now I have something to look at. So he's great, but again, I would say that most veteran players probably have him by now, so they're not going to need to pull on this. If you're a new player, yes, he is a solid magic tank, but again, there are other magic tanks out there, and I'm not sure what your resources are if you're a new player, that you're going to have much that you want to put into this guy. So anyhow, but we can talk about him. Let's read his little unit details. He's a Knight of the Kingdom of Grandshelt, if you didn't know. A precocious pilot who is entrusted with command of an airship at the tender age of 18. He maintains a carefree, some might say lackadaisical, demeanor. He has the unwavering trust of both the king and the populace, in large part due to his father's reputation as a stalwart knight of the kingdom. Nice. All right, so that's what he's about. He's got some clothes that come with him. The Guardian's fighting spirit is the activated thing on that. Raises the spirit of allies within area around self for 3 turns. But generally, I don't see a lot of people using this. It gives you 496 HP and 14 spirit, which of course can get improved upon if you add some little bedazzles to that. So that's Rain. He's on banner. You can pull for him. It looks like there's a card there. Encounter of Heroes, that little card that works with him. We don't really need to talk about it because that's outside my pay grade. But yeah, other than that, I think it's kind of like one of those weeks that if you want to go do tower, you can go work on that because it's so much fun. Otherwise, if there's things that you need to catch up on, go do that. So I pretty much went through and got everything done. So now I'm kind of in this weird spot where it's like, well, okay, there's not much there. What do I do? I could do tower, but that's just gonna. So instead, I'm playing a lot of Octopath Traveler because my girl Primrose is out this week, and I want to go get enough rubies to pull for her because I have failed in my first pulls this morning. So that's that. I guess that's pretty much all we need to talk about, and I should get out of here as fast as I can and figure out how possibly I can make a quick exit without saying anything else. So I'll just do it now. So thanks for hanging out. I'll go goodbye, and as always, cheers. You know which one